We're here on Kit's Beach in Vancouver, and I'm here with Oliver Nugent, who is with the Life Saving Society. What are we doing here today?
We're going to show you what it looks like to be drowning, because Hollywood movies don't portray it accurately. It's not the big splashing. Sometimes you don't realize a person's drowning until you absolutely survey the scene and actually get out there to realize it. So we're going to show you what a drowning person looks like and how a rescue will happen at the beach in open water and what the lifeguards will do to keep that person safe and themselves. This is to be a part of National Drowning Prevention Week.
If you see somebody and you think they're drowning, what kind of things should they be assessing to see if they really are drowning and if they're able to help?
If you call out to them and they're not responding, that's not a good sign. And that would be something that you would need. And call for help. Do not put yourself in danger if you are going into a rescue. We talk about our ladder approach. Try to first talk them in. Find something that floats and throw it to them. Or even if you can, just keep yourself safe and reach out to them, as long as you have a point of safety, but mostly call for help. And if you're very far out, you can also call 911, get them to come down and help. Find a lifeguard, swim in lifeguard supervised areas. That's always going to keep yourself safe as well.
So you really don't want to be the person going out to save someone if you don't have that experience?
Absolutely, because everybody, if you ask children, they say, what do you do if you see a drowning person? Go out and rescue them. But that's not the thing you want to do, because you can't underestimate a drowning person, because they're going to look for a point of safety, and if your head's floating above the water, you are that point of safety, and they're going to grab onto you. And again, a small child is enough to drown me, so always just be careful. Bring something with you that floats if that's your ultimate thing, and give them the floating thing, and that's going to keep them buoyant and then until help arrives.
Well, here's the thing, because a lot of people say, well, I'm a really strong swimmer. From your experience, do you find that that's usually a good assessment, or how would someone assess themselves?
So our Swim to Survive challenge is to roll into deep water, tread water for a minute, and swim 50 meters. So that would be what most Canadians need in order to save themselves if they were to unexpectedly fall into water. Tragically, what we've been seeing is that some of the drownings that have been happening have been people overestimating their ability. One of the most recent ones was their friends were telling them to jump in the water even though they didn't know how to swim, and unfortunately that person passed away. This was happened in Lynn Valley. So we don't want to see that happening, and so if you're not comfortable in the water, just speak up and just make sure that you are safe when you're in the water.
With these demonstrations that you're doing, do you get people asking you about what it's like to be a lifeguard and if they can be a lifeguard?
Yeah, we do, absolutely. We've got a few people talking to us today once we were doing our demo, asking us what we're doing, and we just wanted to raise awareness for one. And if you are a good swimmer, that's the first start about being a lifeguard. I think anybody can do it. There are some standards you need to meet, but if you continue practicing in the pool and you want to be a lifeguard, it's something that anybody can do.
Is it a high demand job? Because I know during the pandemic there were things going on, and then afterwards there was a shortage of lifeguards. Mm-hmm. Are we seeing that shortage continue, or are we seeing a new generation?
We're definitely seeing a new generation. Our numbers are up. There are still a need for lifeguards. If you try to go into your local swimming pool, you find swimming lessons are very hard to come by. So we are still looking for more lifeguards. We want people to get certified, and it also helps with the water safety and prevention. If you go back to your family and you have those water safety skills, you can teach your family how to be safe around water as well. So it's definitely something we want more people doing.
Did you start off as a lifeguard?
I actually started off as a volunteer at a lifeguard competition where I was the drowning person, and I got to experience other people rescuing me.
Can I get you in the water one more time?
Yeah. So I learned a lot from that, and I was a swimmer growing up, and I just wanted to just keep working at a pool, so this I thought was the best way to do it. And I've been doing this for 12 years, and I still love it. I come to Vancouver and still work here pretty much every year.
I think it's much harder being the drowning person.
Yeah, continuously over and over again, absolutely.
What is the goal that you're hoping to do today with the demonstrations?
We want to spread the message about safe water activities and being water smart around water. We want to prevent drowning because it's a very preventable accident. It's one of the leading causes of death in our province, and since we're surrounded by so much water, we just want people to be safer around the water. What
is a main rule or advice that you would have for somebody if they are going to be next to some water?
Always swim with a buddy. Take some swimming lessons. That's always the number one way to prevent yourself from drowning. Again, there's water smart tips, and if you are not comfortable swimming, wear a PFD.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us and telling us about Drowning Prevention Week.
Thank you.